Most guitar players think better blues solos come from learning more scales and more licks and more complicated theory. The problem is many players already know enough notes to sound musical, but their phrasing feels rushed or mechanical or emotionless because they're focusing on information instead of expression. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how a simple pentatonic phrase can sound dramatically more musical when you improve the timing, the bends, the vibrato, and the space between the notes. Let's listen to a simple Clapton-style blues phrase and hear how a few notes can create a lot of emotion. Let's try a few very simple Eric Clapton type blues phrases and see how a few notes can create tons of emotion. Notice how there's not really a lot of notes that are happening. It's not very busy. Simplicity is good, right? Sometimes less is more. Now let's see what happens if I play basically the same thing but without any feel at all. Very mechanical. It's kind of meandering all over the guitar, right? Ugh. We don't want to do that. I'm not playing any busier, but it sounds a lot different. So it's not about complexity. Eric Clapton shows us it's phrasing first. Now let's stay right here in this little neighborhood, from the 5th fret to the 8th fret in this first position of the minor pentatonic scale. Do a little bended phrase. Let's see what happens if I bend out of tune. It's going to sound a little different. Ooh. Or maybe even like too sharp can be okay. That's kind of a B.B. King thing, but if I bend just flat, it's really bad. So you want to practice playing a target note like this note right here, and bending this note to match it. Take some time to get good at that. If you want to start connecting the fretboard, grab my free 6-day Fretboard Freedom Challenge. You'll find the link in the description section below. Totally worth the effort to practice trying to match those pitches. And then when you bend, you just nail the note like that. Now, if we do vibrato on the note, it starts to sing. So, lots of vibrato. This is a good technique to get under your belt as well. It's different types. Vibrato is a big deal. If you can do bending and vibrato together, that's probably the holy grail of guitar playing. It's a wonderful sound. Sounds like you're singing with the guitar. Now, phrasing acts like a conversation, so we want to talk with our guitar. It's more a conversation than a scale pattern. The scales are just simply the vehicle for what you're going to express yourself with, if you choose to use a scale. There's lots of options, but right now we're just doing the simple pentatonic scale. And frankly, it's probably the most important thing there is for this. It doesn't work for all blues, but certainly works for a lot of them. So the idea is call and response. It's question, answer. Question, answer. So it's like 101 musical phrasing is call and response. There's lots of levels to this. Right now, call and response is fine. Question, answer. Conversation going on there. A little bit of rhythmic variation really helps to change the conversation, like a triplet. Kind of broke things up, didn't it? Now, you don't want to rush everything and try to play too many notes. It sounds incorrect, I guess. And if you get better at playing fast eventually, that's great. Right now, we're not doing that. So if I play too many notes, it's just going to ruin everything. I'm playing nice, slow phrases. It feels good. Then I decided to go. It's like, ugh, doesn't work. Now you can play fast, but you have to pick your spots and you have to do it on the right type of music to do that. You lose the story. We're trying to tell a story here. So let's say I'm telling a story, right? Run-on sentence. There's too many notes right there. It didn't sound very good. So I'm telling my story. Okay, that's cool. Really? You don't say. Well, you're right. Ah, I see what you're saying there. It makes a lot of sense. Right, exactly. Cool. Now let's let everything breathe. Nice and free. Lots of space. That was better. See, lots of space there. It was a conversation, and I told a story with it. Now, vibrato certainly is the human voice. Let's get back to that again. If I want to make it sing, up here it really kind of sounds like a extra singy, I guess, if that's a word. Really singy up there. Very lyrical up there. So you want to sing what you play if you can in the confines of your own space when people aren't watching you. Try to sing us some of the notes you're playing. So you don't guess anything. You're actually, you know what's going to happen when you play it. So you can even like guess what it's going to sound like because you're not guessing. You know what you're going to be playing because you're doing, if you do this all the time, you get good at it. Now, one thing about Eric Clapton is he played a lot of the woman tone, right? But take this bridge pickup and I turn it, it's right here, all the way down from here to here. Now I get this woman tone. What is the woman tone? Well, it's very Eric Clapton-esque. You'll notice it immediately. It takes all of the treble out of that pickup. It's the woman tone. Suppose it's supposed to sound like a woman that's singing. Like very musical and nasally, but very vocal again. Very musical sounding. You can also, if you so choose, like try the neck pickup. It's going to have a different sound altogether. It's more round. Different sound completely. I like that sound too. Lots of tonal contrast. Sounds good in your playing. It makes things interesting. I like it better when it's breathing in lots of space. Kind of, it's a tasteful thing to do. I guess they say it's tasty, right? It's a tasty lick. Might have some different phrasing with some different tonal implications and different timbre. Again, I'm trying to lean back towards playing simple. I can take a bit of a journey there in my story, but get back to simple again. Your mind doesn't want too much busyness, or it just kind of gets lost. Better phrasing usually comes from deeper control, not more information. Stay in one small area and let the guitar actually say something. If you got one thing from today's lesson, I hope it's this. Better blues phrasing usually doesn't come from learning more notes. It comes from learning how to shape the notes you already know. Spend a few minutes this week inside of one small pentatonic neighborhood. Focus on your bends and your vibrato and your timing and the silence between the phrases. Let the notes breathe. Once you start hearing how much expression comes from the phrasing, the next step is learning how to create stronger musical conversations throughout the neck without losing that emotional connection. If you enjoyed today's lesson, make sure you check out next week's lesson, where I'm going to talk about how rhythm and lead guitar playing are going to converge. I'll see you then.